Hi guys, welcome back to From Land to Sea. It's been quite a while since I've done a video. So what's happened since I started this YouTube channel? Well, firstly, I applied for a job on allcruisejobs.com and I heard back from a company called DoFree, or it's Ethos Farm, which is the recruiters for different things on ships. And they set me up interviews with DoFree. I had to go up to London, up to Heathrow, or near Heathrow for that, where I passed the interview. They said I had the job. Then they sent me all the paperwork, said congratulations on the job, blah blah blah. Then went up for my appointment at the US Embassy to get my C1D visa. Sent a copy of that off, and then they requested a medical, so I had to go and speak to a doctor up in Borehamwood from the from the Norwegian Maritime Authority. So he was the one that P&O and Cunard would send people to get their medicals done. So passed that medical, then COVID. By the sounds of it, DoFree lost their contracts, which then meant I ended up getting a text or an email saying, sorry, we can no longer offer you the job, but they're going to pass me over to a company called Hardings. And then Hardings got back to me the first time and said, no, sorry, you don't have enough experience. It's like, great, so how am I going to get the experience if I can't get on a boat or a ship to get the experience? So I gave up for a little while. I just said bollocks to the lot of it. I said, couldn't be fucking bothered. And then I had an email come through about 3 months ago from Viking saying that they were doing a job fair up in London at the ILEC Centre. So I thought, you know what, sod it. I need to get away from here for a little while. I like London because that's where some of my family's from. So I went into the job fair because they sent me a free ticket to get in, because they're all free to get in apparently. And I was speaking to a few people. I spoke to people from Disney Cruises. I actually spoke to someone from Hardings. She's called Alina. Then I spoke to a couple of other different things in the job fair, all retail, even looked into the security side of stuff. I thought, that went crap because everyone said, you need more experience again. So I left, went back to the hotel room, had some food, and then I went over to the other side of London to go and see family. Well, I actually stayed there for the night as well. So all in all, that was great because, it got me out of it. And then about 2 weeks ago, no, it'll be about 3 weeks ago now, I had a email come through from this amazing person called Alina from Hardings Retail Group, Guernsey. She gave me an interview on the Monday, and then I had a group interview on the Tuesday where we had to do we got separated into 4 or 5 people, and we had to set up a cruise, basically. So we had to pick a name of a ship, the itinerary, activities, discounts, what brands we were going to sell. So we went so if you excuse me just 1 second, and we're back. So I've got all the paperwork still of what we've done. So I can't remember the name of the cruise ship because we didn't write that down. I didn't write that down, but we was going to Hawaii for the cruise, where we said we was going to take people on tours of different points of Hawaii, took part in a couple of festivals that they were holding specifically for our guests, talked about surfing, talked about some of the food that they do, like lomi lomi salmon, which is a salted salmon, onions, tomatoes and green onions, traditionally eaten with avocado, and it is gluten-free and low carb. So if you're on one of those specific diets, you know what to do. Go there, try that. And the guys I was teamed up with was awesome people called Race, Perry, Arturo, and Marcelo. He's probably watching this because he does follow me, so give him a shout out. And then Alina kept popping in and out just to make sure we was doing our tasks. We went back into a big group session, because I think there's about 20 people in there all together. And we all gave our presentations, and then by 8:59 the next morning, I was looking at my emails because I was already in work, so I shouldn't have been on my phone. So shh, don't tell anybody. And then it came through saying, "Congratulations, we'd like to offer you a position on board." So all I can say is I'm finally getting on a cruise ship with Hardings Retail. So now I'm currently doing all the paperwork while I've got some private personal stuff going on at the moment, which is kind of entwining with all this. Well, I'm not going to get into that, but it's bad, so just leave it at that. So now I'm going to do my I've uploaded my C1 visa, I've uploaded my passport, I've tried looking into my medical, but for some reason the medical I've got isn't on the app. So I've emailed over the recruitment side of stuff, and I said, look, this is the one I've got. I've sent them an attachment so they can see it. And I've just got to wait for them to get back to me. So they reckon once you get all that done, it could be 4 to 8 weeks before you're on a ship. So if you remember me from that interview, not the interview, the group interview, and you follow me like Marcelo does, drop it in the comment. Did you get the job? Because you never know, at some point we might be working together. But yeah, so 4 to 8 weeks, depending on what's going on at home here at the moment. Hopefully I will be on a cruise ship. They haven't said the name of the companies or the boat ships that are looking for staff at the moment. But when I find that out, I'll get back to you. But yeah. So, do 3, can do 1. And I am now part of Hardings Retail Group. There's another cruiser that you might want to follow. She's called Sailing as Crew. She's called Lucy. I've watched many of her videos. And I believe she works for Hardings as well. So if you want to know a bit more of what life's like on a cruise ship, I will be doing that. But if you can't wait for me to do that and to be able to upload the videos, jump over, have a look at her and just say, you was recommended by From Land to Sea. So, you never know, I might even end up on the ship she's on. We can interview each other. But until next time, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me if you have. I've noticed my views have gone down over the last couple of videos. But yeah, so if I don't see you before, I will see you when I'm on the ship. Until then, goodbye. Stay safe.